There is a quiet thief that walks through every home, every life, every dream.
Most of us never notice him until our hands are empty. He doesn't steal our money, our possessions, or our gold. He steals something far more precious. He steals our time. We comfort ourselves with the gentle word, tomorrow. Never realizing that every tomorrow we whisper is paid for with a piece of today. A piece of today that will never return. Remember this truth. Time and tide wait for no man. Today's story comes from old village wisdom, a parable of a poor Latin American man and a divine bowl. A lesson written in gold and dust. It is the story of a man who has given everything he ever prayed for, and yet remained poor until his last breath. Why? Why? Because the gift of heaven means nothing in the hands of one who worships the word later. So sit quietly for the next few minutes. As you listen, gently ask yourself, am I too holding a bowl of gold in my hands and watching the sun go down without using it? In a small village, nestled between green paddy fields and a slow-flowing river,
They lived a poor man with his devoted wife and their 4 small children. Their hut leaned to one side, the thatch was thin, and the cooking pot was empty more often than it was full.
The man was not cruel. His heart was soft. His speech was gentle.
And he had never struck his wife nor scolded his children.
but he carried a curse heavier than any whip. He was lazy.
And he was a slave to the word tomorrow.
When the rooster crowed at dawn, he would pull the threadbare blanket over his head. Just a little more sleep. The work can wait.
When neighbors went to the fields, he would say,
The sun is too hot today. I shall go tomorrow.
When his wife begged him to mend the leaking roof before the rains.
He would smile and answer, "There is still time, my dear. Plenty of time."
And so, while his neighbors prospered, his family sank deeper into hunger.
His wife ground the last handful of millet with trembling fingers and wondered what she would feed her children when the morning came.
One evening, unable to bear the cries of her hungry children any longer,
The WIF wrapped her torn shawl about her shoulders and walked the dusty road toward the forest. It was said that a great sadhu had taken his seat beneath an ancient banyan tree at the edge of the woods, and that those who sought his blessing did not return empty-handed. She found him there in the fading light, his white beard touching his chest. His eyes closed in meditation, ash smeared upon his forehead.
Guruji, my husband is good of heart, but he wastes every day in sleep and excuses. We are drowning in poverty, and my children's bones show through their skin. Bless us, Holy One. Show us a way before we perish. The sadhu opened his eyes deep as forest pools and gazed upon her for a long moment.
Then he reached behind him and brought forth a simple clay bowl, plain and unpainted.
Daughter, he said softly, this is no ordinary vessel. It is an Akshaya Patra, an inexhaustible bowl. Listen carefully to its sacred law. At every sunrise, the bowl shall fill itself with 24 gold coins of the purest metal. But hear this well, daughter, at every sunset, whatever coins remain unspent shall vanish from the bowl as though they had never been. Nothing may be saved. Nothing may be carried into tomorrow's dawn. You cannot keep the coins as they are. You must spend them on food, on cloth, on land, on whatever brings life to your home, or they shall be lost.
Her eyes filled with tears of joy. She pressed the bowl to her forehead,
Touched the sadhu's feet, and ran homeward through the gathering dusk, the bowl clutched against her chest.
Like a sleeping child.
When she reached the hut, breathless and glowing, she placed the bowl before her husband and told him every word the sadhu had spoken.
The man's mouth fell open. He turned the simple clay bowl in his hands, scarcely believing.
24 gold coins, he whispered, every single morning?
Every morning, my husband, but we must spend them before sunset, or they will vanish.
That night, neither could sleep. They lay awake in the darkness, dreaming of all that they would do.
A great house with a tiled roof, a herd of cows, fertile land along the river,
Silken saris for his wife, gold ornaments for the children, a grand wedding for their daughter. They dreamed until the rooster crowed.
And then the first ray of sunlight slipped through the cracks in the wall.
Both of them rushed to the bowl. There they were, 24 golden coins, gleaming like little suns.
Each one heavy and warm and stamped with the seal of some ancient kingdom.
The man lifted them in his palms and laughed like a child. His wife touched them to her forehead in gratitude.
For the first time in years, the family ate a proper meal. The little ones laughed and clapped their hands.
The hut for one brief morning felt like a palace.
My dear, we must hurry now. Take the remaining coins to the great market in the next town. Buy us a better house. Buy a piece of land along the river. Buy jewelry that we can keep. Buy bullocks and a plow. Quickly, my husband, before the sun sets, before the coins vanish. The man patted his stomach contentedly and stretched his arms. Oh, dear wife, why do you worry so?
The whole day stretches before us. Let me first finish my breakfast in peace.
A man cannot work on an empty stomach, can he?
He ate slowly, savoring every grain of rice, every drop of dal, as though he had all the time in the world.
His wife watched the sun climbing higher in the sky, and her heart began to flutter with worry.
When at last the meal was done, the man yawned and rubbed his belly. Such a heavy meal.
The sun is still high. Plenty of time before evening. Let me rest just a little.
A short nap will give me strength for the long walk to the market.
He lay down upon the mat. He told himself it would be only a few minutes.
When he opened his eyes, the sun was directly overhead.
Oh, I have slept too long. I must hurry.
He took a small cloth sack, poured the 23 remaining coins into it, tied it tightly, and set off down the dusty road.
Toward the market town,